We are live. Hello. Well, Kelly has a little drink of water. How is everybody? Everybody well? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Now we did do a live.
We did do
a live. Happy New Year. Actually on New Year, but we did say we would get late. Of course, we didn't end up doing the live. I think we started at 1:45 in the morning.
Yeah, we said. Well, you were saying 1:00, and I said 1:30.
So we weren't even close to either.
15 minutes away from
Yeah, it's not
past.
bad.
Not that bad.
Anyway, so we do realise, of course, a lot of you would not necessarily have been up at that time, so we wanted to do a live just in case. I think one person did come on.
Yeah, a couple of people came on.
But we do realise that obviously it was ridiculously late. So Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. And you can see I'm still rocking my Christmas jumpers. These are TIE Fighters from Star Wars. Charlie, hello. Happy New Year.
Hey,
Sam,
Charlie.
Happy
Hey,
New
Sam.
Year. Oh, look at this. I love Sam's emoji. Avatar, sorry, I should say.
I can't see because I haven't got no glass on. So I put my glass on.
I love it. It's got a little glitter on there. Very pretty. Charlie's got 296 followers.
Wow.
4 more, Charlie, and that's 300. 4 more. Did you guys have a good New Year? Was it good? Did you enjoy? I hope you had a fantastic time. Whatever you got up to, whether it be with family, whether it was friends, did you go out? Whatever you did, we hope you had a wonderful time. As you may or may not have seen, I wanted to sample this as well. These are Fortnum & Mason's Christmas biscuits.
Oh, can you grab the other ones as well? Because I want to match them up.
Okay.
Biscuit-wise.
Right, I will be back. Oh, McDonald's in Scunthorpe Lakeside Retail Park closed at 7 p.m. Is that because of the storm, or do they normally close at 7 p.m?
Is that 7 p.m. today or 7 p.m. yesterday?
Or is it in general?
Because 7 p.m. yesterday was bank holiday, so a lot of places would have closed early-ish.
Oh, hang on. He said, so the Lakeside McDonald's Scunthorpe will be closing on the 3rd of January for refurbishment. There you are. Good to know.
Oh, I see.
We cooked an epic roast, said Sam, but I fell asleep before midnight. Oh, bless you. Do you know what? I got a friend of mine who's very much like, not like that, but he doesn't celebrate New Year's at all. He just sees it as a complete waste of time. He goes, I would not, and he always goes to bed early anyway. He goes, I won't get up. I wouldn't stay up for any other night. Well, what's so special about New Year's? So he goes to bed about 9, 10 o'clock, as he normally would on New Year's Eve anyway, and gets up same time.
What I wanted to ask, Sam, were you not tired of roast? So you had a roast on Christmas Day, and then you had, I suppose it's a week later, but normally when you cook an epic roast at Christmas, it normally lasts a few days. I mean, ours did. Well,
that being said, I did notice when I went to the supermarket, there were so many turkeys for sale.
Wow.
And sort of Christmas fair. So all the roast stuff was all for sale. Even, which I thought was a bit weird, they were getting rid of tin foil, which has got no, I should have bought some actually.
Yeah.
Which was on sale just because it had Christmas wrapping on the outside.
Oh, yeah, you should have got that.
Sure. I'm roasted out now.
I bet.
But you know what? That's what I'm saying. Getting roast dinners, actual fact, straight after Christmas is a brilliant idea because, like I said, they're on sale. A lot of the roast stuff is on sale. And like I said, all the stuff that I was saying about M&S when I went there, they had loads of the cakes on sale.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I popped in there today because
have a look. Right.
I'm on leave this week, and all the cakes are gone. There's a few Colin the Caterpillar cakes, but all the other stuff.
That caramel cake.
Yeah, that was nice. Although there is some still left there, but I think now that's gone. I think that's quite dry now. I'm not sure anybody wants that. But yeah, so did you go and get some sale stuff? Did you do that? My dad was from Glasgow, so he loved hogmanay. Oh, of course. Now, in Scotland, the 2nd of January is a public holiday. Not just the 1st. In England, it's only the 1st, but in Scotland, it's the 2nd.
I feel we should have the 1st and 2nd.
Well, you have to go to Scotland.
I know.
For hogmanay. Clearly. That is right, isn't it? The 2nd is hogmanay. Am I right in saying that?
I feel like because you have such a good time on New Year's, it would make sense to have the 2nd off as
Oh,
well.
you have to book it as leave.
I know.
You have to book it as leave.
I don't want to use my leave. I want to use my leave for holiday.
Sam said I made fruity roast gammon on New Year's. It was so tasty. What's fruity roast gammon? Did you put
pineapple?
Yeah,
I would imagine.
I'm guessing pineapple rings, but I don't want to second guess it.
See, a lot of people just don't like on a pizza. That is a no. But what I realised, so I was
not according to my brother.
I was ordering. Well, yeah, I was ordering pizza at work, and you know what? There are quite a few ham and pineapple fans.
Hawaiian, a classic Hawaiian. I don't mind actual fact roasted pineapple. I quite like it on a pizza. I wouldn't have it with the ham, of course, but no. I quite like it. Where do you guys stand? Are you a pineapple on pizza yay, or you are a pineapple on pizza nay? I'm a yay. I would have it, although I wouldn't order it. To be fair, I never order it.
No, you would never order it.
Well, no, it's because it's always Hawaiian. It has to come with ham. But I've got to say, if they had it as a vegetarian version, I would eat
You
it.
would never. If they had that as a vegetarian version and they had a seafood pizza.
Oh, I go for seafood, but I'll have to try. I don't know if it would go with seafood.
No, it would not.
Sam, Charlie, everybody else, are you going for the? Oh, here we are. Amy.
Hey,
hi everyone. Happy New Year. How are you?
Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New Year. You well?
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
So where do you stand on pineapple on pizza? Is it a yay or a nay?
Well, Amy doesn't eat ham.
No, but you could have pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see. And then Sam as well. Sam said, I wanted to use pineapple, but didn't have any. So I put the gammon in a deep dish with a lid and cooked it in orange juice.
I knew you were going to say, I was thinking orange juice or maybe tropical juice.
Well, hang on. Apple sauce, cranberry sauce, red currant jelly, and honey. So it's a very fruity.
Wow.
What was it like? Was it good? Did all of those work? Didn't you say there was a Nigella recipe where she takes, obviously it's not ham, but she takes red cabbage and she boils it in apple juice, just regular apple juice. And she said that's what gives it the nice tang to it.
Yeah, I don't follow all her recipes.
So here we are, our first one. So, and that's one for no, which is you, but we've got our second yes. I like pineapple on pizza if it doesn't get too wet, because that's yucky. Anything works on pizza, says Amy. A lot of people put chocolate on pizza. I have seen that. I hate baked beans pizza last year when I can eat gluten-free. St. Cot, how are you doing?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. All is well, thank you. How are you? You good? We were just asking the question, are you a yay or a nay to pineapple on pizza? But before you do that, how was your New Year? Did you have a good one? Evelyn, how are you?
Hey.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Same to you, Evelyn. You good? How was your New Year? Did you have a good one?
She had all the family round.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So you've got 3 now. That's 3 that say yes to pineapple on pizza. 1 that says no. The gammon. So going back to Sam's gammon, the gammon cooked for 3 hours and it got sticky and yummy. Where are we? The kids loved it. We did beef too, and I made one of the best beef pan gravies I've ever tasted.
Wow.
Now, did you use, I know you might want to give away your secrets, but did you use the juices from the beef? That's what I'm guessing, because some people do that and they add the flour to it to thicken it, or corn flour to thicken it.
I've got duck fat sitting in my fridge.
Yeah, you have. And the giblets as well, haven't you?
No, the giblets we left at my mum's, but I think she threw it away because I don't think she knew what it was.
Should have kept them. You could have made your gravy.
Yeah.
I like dried pineapple on pizza. Do you like pizza the day after? Oh, Amy, I love pizza the day after.
Yeah.
In some cases, actually, it tastes better the day after. It's kind of infused the flavors a little bit. So
I agree.
I do think it tastes really nice the day after. But yeah, pizza the day after, definitely. And I noticed with pizza the day after, it's better with some pizza places than it is with others.
Yeah.
So the one, our local one, the one I got the pizza I like, it's not as good the day after.
No.
But Pizza Hut is better the day after.
Yeah, Pizza Hut is really good the day after.
Look at this. I'm good. Had the family round. Oh, good. St. Cot. And St. Cot said a yes for me for pineapple.
No!
That's 4. 4. So in the thing of pineapple, no pepper. Pineapple wins. Suckerman C 4-1.
Use that. You don't know what you're talking about.
Do you like mozzarella sticks? Oh yes, Amy.
Yeah. I don't like loads of them, but I do like mozzarella
sticks. No, it really depends. Now I've had ones that are sort of pre-made. And you know they're pre-made because they're perfect size. So you know that they're not actually the homemade ones. But there's the ones I really do like. If they got the breading around them, that's delicious.
Yeah.
The actual breading around them. I love mozzarella sticks.
Sorry, because this, I don't know.
That's you. Keep moving it. Where are we? I'm nowhere near. Look, I'm not even touching it.
Are you touching the back chairs?
Nope. Amy said, Amy said, how much cheese do you like on your pizza? Stringy or not too much?
I don't like too much cheese. I like mozzarella, but I don't like too much cheese. But I like enough, if that makes sense. I don't like extra cheese, is what I'm trying to say.
I love a lot of cheese, so I do like cheese. And also as well, when we went to Paris, I went and ordered a pizza, and it's the Quattro Fromage, 4 cheeses. But they used all French cheeses. So what did they use? They had Camembert, they had Brie, and then
Gouda.
It was Gouda's Dutch. It was amazing. It was so nice. So I do like a lot of cheese on my pizza.
No.
What I don't like is when they use the cheapy cheese. That is not very nice.
When Mark makes his I was about to say mangoes. When he makes his omelette and he puts Stilton on there, and on top of that he's got broccoli in there. It stinks to high heaven.
Oh, I love that.
Stink.
As you grill it, of course, that releases that smell. Delicious.
We had all the cheeses in the fridge for Christmas because we did like a cheese board. So we had Stilton, we had Edam, we had Camembert, we had Brie, we had cranberry Wensleydale, apricot Wensleydale, we had Dubossa, 2 different types of Dubossa, and La Roulette. And every time you open the fridge, it stank. Every single time it just stank.
Love it. You smell the cheese. Smell the cheese.
I want my cheese melted.
Well, I did melt the cheese.
cheese.
I did melt the cheese.
Not the stinky Stilton.
Oh, I loved it. The sweaty feet cheese, I call that. No, I love cheese on pizza. I just love cheese in general. Christmas time is when we get a load in. But and
my mum.
One thing I did notice, actually, if anybody's interested, that they do, one chef did the Boissin, so with the Boissin cheese, the French soft cheese, he used chives. So they do a Boissin chive cheese. So he made an omelette, put it in a, what do you call it? The piping bag, that's it. And then piped it in the middle, obviously closed the omelette off, and that melts in there. And he topped it with cheese and chive flavored crisps. So I think they're Pringles. And he said, apparently that is delicious. Never had it.
Do you know what? Like, I feel like, like them sandwiches that where did we go? Oh, it was in the Alice in Wonderland tea. And there was so much cream cheese. Like, that to me sounds like too much cream cheese.
Yeah,
I don't like too much.
Well, so if you watch, yes, that's true. If you watch our Alice in Wonderland afternoon tea, that was one of our criticisms as well. They were double-decker sandwiches.
Lovely.
Nice, but there was far too much cream cheese in there.
Too much.
Far too much. I think you had equal layers of cream cheese to bread.
Yeah.
It was huge, and it was just too much. And funny enough, we went on TripAdvisor to look at some of the comments. And I always look at the comments afterwards because I don't want to be influenced. But I gotta say, and a lot of the comments said that it's far too the same. It was just too much cheese.
Too much.
Too much cream cheese. No, and I'm not a big fan of cream cheese. I prefer the harder cheese.
Yeah, you prefer the hard cheeses.
Evelyn said New Year's was great. Sorry, New Year's Eve was great with the family. I was so exhausted yesterday after cleaning. I slept. It felt so good. I gotta say, we were the same after doing Christmas. I just slept like a log because I was so knackered. Right, Amy asks, what is everybody's favorite cuisine? Mine, sorry, gotta say pizza.
Mine's Pan-Asian. So your cuisine, your favorite cuisine is not Italian. So what is your favorite cuisine? It's not your favorite food. Pizza's your favorite food. What's your favorite cuisine?
I'd have to say Italian for that reason. Or
because you like one dish.
No, like one dish.
Because you don't like no pasta.
No, I don't mind pasta. You're right, actually. I'm not a big fan of pasta. favorite cuisine. It's difficult to say. Probably Indian. Maybe.
I would have said Indian for you. Yeah.
But even then, I don't eat it that much anymore.
Yeah, because you know why? We haven't found a really good one.
No,
since
that's
the good
true.
one closed. Once you've been spoiled, I don't want to eat anything subpar. Now we've tasted the good fish and chips. We ain't gonna go back to the other fish and chips.
So we had a really good Indian restaurant near us. Really good. I won't mention the name.
Yeah.
But they changed hands, and they just weren't as good. And unfortunately, as well, they've changed hands again.
Yeah. I've not tried it since.
No, I haven't tried it as well.
Yeah.
And it's I just thought it's not the same. And this is the problem. So it was so good when we had it. Expensive, but was good. So that would be mine, India. What about yours? I know yours is
Pan
Asian.
Yeah. So it'll be like things like Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, what's the other one? Thai.
Sam said pineapple is so delicious. I love a pina colada.
Yes. Now you're talking.
Oh, actually, but let me show you something in a minute, Sam. This might interest you. I'll read the comments. Amy said, I'm not into the 3 cheeses on peaches. Oh, that's gross. I can get that as well, but I think
the 4 cheeses.
But I know you do like your pizza. There are the Pizza Hut do the gluten-free ones, which are quite nice. Sam said, I sell to the silly aisles, and our catamaran ran out of fuel. It was a scary experience.
Oh, wow.
I had pina colada before we left, and it always brings me back the memories.
Wow.
Our
love
silly aisles in Italy. I don't think the city. Oh yeah, she retracted it. Yeah, the silly aisle. I think you're thinking of Sicily. Evelyn said, I still have 7 cheeses in the fridge as I was too tired and drunk to put them out. Oh, send them this way, Evelyn. I'll be.
Evelyn will snack every night. She will eat it.
Amy said, the only cheese I can eat is the strong cheese, like Somerset cheese on crackers. But I don't mind mozzarella, only on pizzas though.
Yeah. I like mozzarella, but I will put it in my pasta. Like if I'm doing like I'll do like a cheesy seafood pasta, and I'll use mozzarella, and I will also do mozzarella on pizza, or if I'm making pizza toast. Like pizza toast is such a good thing if you want to make a quick snack. It's just some toast. I put garlic butter. I put like a little bit of a tomato puree, or if I'm not going for a tomato base, I put barbecue sauce. So a little bit of barbecue sauce, sprinkle a little, little herbs, little oregano on that, little basil. And then I put my cheese on there, my mozzarella cheese. I grill that off, a little bit of black pepper. I'm doing this because it's the black pepper. A little bit of black pepper, oregano, like I said, a little bit of dried basil. Pop that in, let that crisp up. I even do a little bit of chili flakes. And then I put my, I'm doing this. I put my pepperoni on there and then pop that in. Once it comes out, if I've got a little basil, a little fresh basil, put a little fresh basil on there. It's tasty. You're not going to get a better, tastier snack.
Sam said, Italian and Chinese food is so good, but it's hard to forget a good curry. Also, French is amazing and so many cultures adapt from it. That's true. French cuisine is supposed to be the world's best. I've got to be honest, not my thing, but your mum likes French food.
It's a tricky one.
All right, let me get this thing for Sam.
It's a tricky one because I feel like with French cuisine, for me, it can be a little bit of a hit and miss. So there are like I like steak and frites. So if you're gonna tell me like steak and frites, that's for me. But other than that, like Mark will eat moule marinière or something like that. But yeah, I'm more Pan Asian. I'm more for.
What have you done with the colada?
Should be in the fridge. I've not moved it, so it's either in where the waters are, or it's going to be in the drawer.
Right. So this was for Sam. I'll close that door in a minute.
And don't forget to get the biscuits.
This is from M&S. Now this is on sale because it's a Christmas. This is Christmas colada. So you can see there it's pineapple juice, coconut milk with warming spices with 2 measures of white rum. So I don't know what the warming spices are, but it's supposed to be. It's got the elements of a pina colada, but it's.
I would have
said
said something like nutmeg and what's the one that you like? Cinnamon. Warming spices.
White rum, sugar, banana puree, coconut milk, grape juice, pectin, gelling agent. Or it doesn't say. Just says a thing. So there you go. So if you're interested, that is on sale. Obviously, while stocks last, but that was reduced to £4 if you're interested.
I reckon the stuff that you put in mulled wine is probably the stuff that they've put in there.
Could be.
That's my surmisation.
When I was younger, I loved Mexican, says Amy. Now, tell everybody what your associates say about Mexican.
Oh, yeah. So I work with some Americans, and from what I understand, Mexican is really big over there. Yeah, they come over here and they go, that is not Mexican. Whatever you're calling that over here, it is not Mexican. Oh, they were affronted when they tasted the Mexican here. It is nothing like, apparently. I'm not a lover of Mexican. I don't like burritos and things like that. So I'm not a lover of Mexican anyway. But they are saying that's not even Mexican. Like whatever it is, it tastes totally different in the States, but who knows?
Amy, so you like at Mexican dishes? Yeah. So like I said, it's not really a big thing here as much, I would say. There aren't that many. I can only name chimichangas and there's Chiquitos was the only Mexicans that I know.
There's Oaxaca, I think that's Mexican, and Las Iguanas. Did you say Las Iguanas?
No.
Yeah, Las Iguanas is Mexican. The food there, we went, it wasn't that good.
What was it? Yeah, I mean, I didn't rave about it when we went. But what was about Mexican you like? Was it the burritos that you like? What was that place we went to when we went to Brighton?
Las Iguanas.
Las Iguanas, yeah, that was really, and the amount of money, £70 for 2 of us. I was sure you ordered about 10 dishes.
I ordered the tapas and I ordered 3 dishes.
For 70 quid, and it wasn't even that good. Cheddar cheese, strongest. I don't like stringy cheese. Makes me feel sick. So
stringy cheese is a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Well, I don't like the soft cheeses. I've got to be honest. Soft cheeses make me. I don't like the texture of them. I'm a big fan of them. Loads of food I don't like. I'm so picky to a certain extent.
I love the soft cheeses. They're normally French, the soft cheeses. And I like the Dubosin. I like Philadelphia. I do like a couple of hard cheeses, but I remember talking to my uncle who's French, and he seems to think that Britain has the best cheeses.
I would agree.
So
I would agree. I've got to say, hard cheese.
It's Stilton British.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise.
Yeah, cheddar's British.
Yeah, cheddar, yes.
They're all named after the places there. Cheddar's in Somerset, as Amy will know. Cheddar Gorge. Sam said, authentic mole from Mexico looks amazing and so complex. I'd love to go to Mexico. When you say mole, are you talking about guacamole? Guacamole. Sam said, Xmas colada. What a cool idea. Well, I thought of you because I thought you might like that. So it's the same ingredients, but obviously it's just got the spices in it as well. But for £4, it might be worth giving it a try.
It might be worth giving it a try. I think it's the spices that you would have in mulled wine. So I reckon it's got cinnamon in, like a cinnamon, I would say cinnamon stick, because they normally put cinnamon, grated cinnamon or powdered cinnamon, and then in your mulled wine they give you a cinnamon stick. So I think it's those sorts of spices.
Sam said, one of my bucket list dream holidays is to go to the pyramids in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
So
Chichen Itza.
Yeah, that's what she said. I was about to say Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza.
Amy's, I love salad, quesadilla, enchiladas, the mince, the spices. I used to joke about dating a Mexican when I was young.
Do you know what I did? Bahama Breeze did the best quesadilla. They don't do it anymore.
No.
But it was the shrimp and something quesadilla, and it was really good. I mean, it would always get it.
Do you know what? It's that combination of prawns and cheese. I didn't think it would work, but it was so delicious. and they stopped doing it. They
stopped doing it. It's real shame.
So Bahama Breeze, for anyone not familiar, Bahama Breeze is actually a sort of kind of a Caribbean infusion restaurant, but it's in the United States, so they have quite a few over. But when we went to Florida, there were loads there.
Well, when we went to so the first time that I went to Florida back in '97, there was only one Bahama Breeze, and there was only one Bahama Breeze for many years. And then even when we went the first time in 2017, there was only one Bahama Breeze. But then when we went the following year, they were opening up one by More Millennia at the time. But that was the only other location. And then when we went another year, they were building one at the airport. So the one at the airport is now fully operational. The Death Star. It's fully operational. The one at More Millennia is there. The one at where we go, the original one, is there. But I think they've opened up a couple more since. I think they've opened up like 4 or 5.
Oh yeah, maybe
more.
Yeah, you're right. There are quite a few. Death Star. Look, that's me little. This is my. I'm still wearing them. The Christmas jumpers. My little Stormtrooper one.
Fully operational.
But well worth it. If anybody does go to Florida or the States, I would definitely recommend them.
Oh, there's 100 things I could recommend. 100 things. If you decide to go to Florida and you're thinking about like where to go, what to do, what to get the most out of it, just drop me a line. If you go to our about page, the email address is on there. Just drop me a line and I'll help you book your stuff and all of this. I'll sort of impart what we know and help you book everything. It'd be fine.
There you go. Where are we? So, sorry, a little message just popped up. It's hiding all that. Senkot said, Indian for me, tikka or tandoori. So would that be chicken tikka masala, or would it just be chicken tikka?
See, our nephew, he loves chicken tikka masala. I like Indian, but I don't tend to like the tandoor. I find like the meat is a little bit dry, but there is a Nepal. I don't know if it's a Nepalese dish, but I believe it is called. There's one called fury fish curry, and then there's a Nepalese curry, and I think those are so good. And then they did one a shashlik one, which was like it was a salmon one. It came with pori. It's too good, too good.
I don't know why, but the TV is rocking.
Yeah, it's just really
if I do this, is it me?
It must be me.
It's you. It's you.
It's me.
You must be.
My cover, I think, is.
Yeah, attached to it. That's why it's moving. So sorry if it's all shaking. That's the reason why.
My cover, you see.
Amy said, I went to Cheddar Gorge when I was 13. So yeah, you know about Cheddar Gorge. See, after the cheese. Sam said,
in the Shire, was that?
It was in the Shire, my lovely. Mole poblano contains about 20 ingredients, including sugar and cocoa. Chocolate is also used. It looks amazing. I've never heard of that.
What is it?
Mole poblano. I don't know if I pronounced that properly. Mole poblano. Mole poblano. Indian bread is amazing. I love Indian bread. Actually, naan bread.
Peshwari naan.
Peshwari naan.
Peshwari naan. Peshwari naan. Love it. It's my favourite.
The mountains are crazy, says Amy. Are you talking about Mexico? Or are you talking about in I do think you mean Somerset in Cheddar, because I know it's actually a gorge. But are you talking about Mexico? I'm assuming you are. But Indian bread. I love Indian bread. Naan bread. Peshwari is our favourite. So anyone not familiar, that's with coconut and raisins in it.
I don't really like any. This is me. Once I've had something that is good, anything else is subpar. So I eat Peshwari naan. Anything else is a disappointment.
Oh, the garlic naan.
I tried the garlic naan. I tried the keema naan. I've tried all the, but for me, it's all about Peshwari naan. And now that I've had that, I can't eat anything. I'll eat it under duress, like if there's absolutely nothing left. And in my mind, I'm thinking. But I love Peshwari naan. I wish I could make it. It's so good.
Senkot said, chicken tikka, have a good local Indian takeaway. This is the thing.
That's it, yeah.
Once you find one, you go to. But we had a really good one, and then they closed, and that's it. All the others, meh.
Yeah.
I mean, the one you recommended was horrible. Did not like that one. But yeah, you need a good local. You for sure need a good local. And once you go there, you go there again and again and again.
Yeah.
And again.
I feel like the one that we like, it was expensive, and I remember sort of like, because I felt it was a bit of a cheat that they still charged the same eating in the restaurant as you would as a takeaway.
Yeah, I know.
But all places do that. Whether, I mean, any fish and chip shop will do that. Whether you eat in or whether you take away, it's the same price, except you might pay a service charge. But it was really good Indian. I mean, yeah. If you turned around and said to me, "Oh yeah, shall we order an Indian?" and it was that place, I'd be like, "Yep, let's do it."
Sam said it's pronounced mole. It's like guacamole. Mole. Okay, so but it's mole poblano. Thank you. Do you know what? I will go on YouTube and see how they make that, because that looks very interesting with so many ingredients as well. It's the kind of thing you wouldn't attempt to do it yourself. You'd let somebody else do it for you. Sam said Turkey has amazing food too. I totally agree. Where I used to live in North London, there's a lot of Turkish restaurants. I love Turkish food. Really good. The stews especially, and the fish is so good in Turkish food.
I was about to say, is it that, or you like this unlimited salad?
No, the food, even if I wouldn't eat it because it's unlimited, but you want unlimited rubbish food. But you know, it's really good. Turkish food, I totally agree. I've never tried Iranian food, because you said Iran as well, but I would love to try Iranian food. There again in North London, there's some really good Iranian shops there as well, which you can try. And I love Majul dates. I'm
gonna be controversial. I really love Greek food.
Oh, when that's controversial, why is it different?
I do. Yeah, there is just, yeah.
Whew. Keegan, hello.
Hey, Keegan.
Happy New Year, Keegan. How was your New Year?
I hope you're well.
Did you have a good one? Did you enjoy? What did you get up to? Right. While Keegan's going to tell us about his New Year, we are going to sample these. So these are the Fortnum & Mason's Christmas biscuit selection. These were a gift actually to me. So yeah. I will.
Do you want to grab the other one and we can show the back of that one as well?
And also as another gift, these are the regular Fortnum & Mason's ones. We won't try these live, but these are the difference. So actual fact, you get the, I don't know if you can see them. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So the regular one, come on, zoom in. You got the chocolate. It's going to annoy me now. There we go. The chocolate, the lemon curd, the stem ginger. You've got the macadamia and nut, the salted caramel, and the fruit and nut oat. Whereas this one, the Christmas one, oh, look at that, focus straight away. The nutcracker, the pecan and ginger, the fruit and spice. Is that molasses? I can't read that from there.
Merrylos. Yeah, this is one that they do in a long tin.
Sam said it takes all day to make a mole. You have to fry the chilies and nuts, etc., and grind them. It's a beautiful process. That sounds amazing. Oh, Keegan, I'm so glad you had a very good New Year. So I'm really happy you did that as well. Your brother was just telling us about all the McDonald's that have been closing in your area. Or closing at 7, not closing for good. I don't know if that's connected with the storm, or has anybody been affected by the storm? Sam said, "Oh my God, I love stem ginger and the Cornish ginger fairings.
Love stem ginger as well.
You must try them sometimes. I've never had that Cornish ginger. Is it fairings? Cornish ginger fairings. I've never had it. Right. Okay. Now I'm just taking.
Oh, he's got it.
Getting the seal.
I love the tin.
The tins are great. I gotta say that is a keeper. That is for sure a keeper. Well, both tins are. There we are. And look at this. Right, they are very...
It's fancy, people. It's fancy.
Look at this. You can tell it's fancy when you've got a padded inside lid.
It's not... I think it belongs on there. It's just...
Look at that. Fancy. All comes all wrapped up.
Fancy.
Right.
As Janai would said, oh, fancy.
Oh, you get double.
Yeah, double layer like chocolate.
Look at that. They actually come in these little packets. There's another one underneath. We'll do one by one. Okay. And that's good actually, so they don't all go stale once you've opened them. Sometimes you think, oh, are these just too good to open? They come in these little fancy trays.
Oh, fancy, auntie, fancy.
Keegan said, I cannot believe it's 2024. I know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It sounds a very futuristic date, doesn't it? 2024. There we go. So which ones do you want to try?
Oh.
What are we trying first? Are we trying the nutcracker, the pecan and ginger, the fruit and spice? We'll try all of them.
We're going to try all of them. So, yeah, it doesn't matter.
First?
Whatever this one is.
That one is the pecan and ginger.
Okay, let's go for it.
When you get a PO box, I will send you some Cornish fairings.
Ooh,
oh, bless you.
Bless you. Thank you.
That's it. So this is the...
I will look into it. Do you know what? I'll try and look into it after the
pecan and ginger. So this is the pecan and ginger, which is this one right here.
It looks like pistachio to me.
It does actually. What I do like about these, let me hold them up, is that they are... You have nice little bits in them. Look at that. Full of bits of ginger. There you go.
Okay, here we go.
So we're having a tiny bite.
I love the snap on this biscuit.
That is made with a lot of butter. They are really good.
Mm. Not too much ginger though.
Keegan said they look good. They are really good.
Wow.
There's not a lot of ginger in them, as Kelly said.
You need more ginger.
But they're so buttery.
Mm.
That's really nice. I'm going to give that 7 out of 10.
Mm.
But it's better than any other regular biscuit I had.
I feel the same.
Okay, let's do the nutcracker. So this has got pecans in it.
Which one's the nutcracker?
That one.
That one. Okay.
Here we go. Let's go.
Okay. Look how airy that is. I just want to show you at the back.
Oh no, that was fruit and spices we had.
Oh.
There's no ginger. That was fruit and spices. That was nice. I can't really taste the. I can taste the fruit, but not the spices.
I'm going to taste the ginger.
No, there's no ginger in it.
Oh.
Fruit and spices, no ginger. What did you think of the first one again? Because it was fruit.
Oh, all right.
Okay, this is the nutcracker. So you can see there, plenty of nuts in there.
There's something candied in there.
Oh wow.
That's more like a warming biscuit than.
That
one's got ginger in it. This one's got ginger in it.
No, no, it hasn't.
It has.
They're going to think our palates are way off. It hasn't got ginger in them. Gideon said, I think 2024 will be a good year.
What was that biscuit? That was what are you saying that biscuit was?
The previous one is fruit and spice.
This one.
This one is the nutcracker.
It's nice ginger. I'm chewing on a piece of ginger now.
All right, let's go for this one because our taste buds are way off. We think.
I know that's ginger because I'm eating ginger.
All right, and we'll say then that's the ginger one. That was nice. Pecan. Oh no, you might be right. Actually, that was pecan and ginger. That was pecan and ginger.
Telling me my taste buds are way off.
That was nice.
This is the man that's telling you something tastes of custard.
Pecan and ginger. That was really, really good. Cornish fair are so warming and lots of ginger. I do think that one could have done with more ginger. It was very subtly ginger. But the fairings was originally the common name for edible souvenirs sold at fairs around England. Oh, wow. Cornish fairings are so warming. They got lots of ginger in them. Oh. I would love to try those, Sam. They sound amazing. Right, this one is the spices. So we've got these, finally we've got these round the right way. This one is the fruit and, no, this one is the, is this the nutcracker?
There's no fruit in it, but.
This is the nutcracker, so this is the nuts.
Try it and tell me what you think.
It looks like pepper. Okay.
That is a warming biscuit.
There's a lot of spices in here.
That is like a gingerbread biscuit.
That's really good.
They've all been good so far. All of them.
Keegan said, which is your favourite? Right, let's try one more and then I'll tell you my favourite. And the last but not least is this one, which is like a massive chocolate biscuit. Right, off you go.
This is the one. This is the one I've been looking forward to.
Oh my God, look how thick that chocolate is. Okay. Oh wow.
There's something sticky in that one. Some type of fruit.
Yeah. Now, I need to put the lid on. Otherwise, when I look, they're all going to drop out. I don't want to. And that's the sort of thing you would do.
I want another one. He's putting the lid back on.
Right, no, I'm just putting the lid back on so I can read them. Yeah, it has got fruit in them, but it doesn't say which is which. Go on, try this one again.
No? That one's only okay.
Keegan said this is his favourite.
Oh, the chocolate one?
Right, what's your favourite?
I like the one with the ginger in it. And I like the first one, and then the one with the ginger in it.
My favourite is the one with the spices.
The gingerbread type one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one was good. I liked all of the crunch. They were all crisp. I love biscuits like that. And they were light. Except for that last one. That last one was a bit... I could take or leave that one.
Okay, which one do you want to try again?
I want to see...
So you guys can see. So we'll go through them again. We finally figured out what they were. That's a fruit and spice. This one was the... what was this one? No, that was a pecan and ginger. That's a fruit and spice. This one is the nutcracker. And that one was the chocolate, whatever it was called.
Mary Lou's or whatever.
Mary Lou's. So that was my favourite. The spice one is my favourite, Keegan.
I'm looking for, I think it's this one.
Do you want the pecan and ginger? That's the pecan and ginger. That one.
Well, what's this one then?
That one is the fruit. That's pecan and ginger.
Okay, let me see.
The other one was the fruit and spice.
Oh, yeah, I think this is ginger, yeah.
Blimey. It was really difficult to find them out because they all look...
Yeah. Because look at these two.
They look so similar.
They don't look similar, but you can't tell which one's got the ginger in it.
Kelly, if we were doing... So Sam says, Kelly, if we were doing our tea menu, I think you would love the idea of Cornish fairings as they use a cheesecake base. Buttery, gingery yumminess.
Yes.
Would you do that though, Sam? Would you crush them up to make a cheesecake base? Go on, which one? Are you going? That's the ginger and pecan. I think we worked out that's the ginger and pecan.
No, when I bite into ginger.
They all look good, says Keegan. Keegan, I would definitely recommend these. So these are the Fortnum & Masons. These are the Christmas biscuits. They're still doing them. But, like I said, what they normally do... These are the ones that they regularly do. So obviously out of Christmas. And they have chocolate pearl, lemon curd, stem ginger, fruit and nut oat, salted caramel, and macadamia and nut. And you can see those are the ones there. They look good. Share them around, Tinko. Do you know what? I wish we could. I'd love to be able to...
Like Willy Wonka.
If there was a little slot under there, go, there you go, Tinko. You got one good. Sam, you got... But yeah, so those are the Fortnum & Mason ones. We do them on the live. We haven't done these as a video, so you guys get to see us try them live.
You need a cup of tea.
Yeah, 100%.
What I like about this one, which is the one that you're saying is the fruit one, it's got candy. It's like almost like a candy. Look at that big bite.
Although,
this is why I don't like sharing my food.
No, you just don't like sharing.
No, I don't like sharing my food.
Yeah, that is true. I could be starving right in the desert and Kelly wouldn't want to share.
No, you could be starving in the desert, and if I'm buying something, I'm asking you, do you want your own? And you're telling me no, you want to share, and I'll be like, no.
So Sam, is that true? Could you use could you crush up Cornish fairings to have like as a cheesecake base? Keegan asked what shop. So these are, I think you can only find them in London, I'm afraid, Keegan. So it's
London and the airport.
Yeah, Fortnum & Masons. There you go. Can you see at the top there? That's in London. You'll see we did an afternoon tea at Fortnum's. These are official greengrocer. They were to the Queen.
Yeah.
So that's what the Queen used to have her groceries for. But yeah.
I like that ginger one. I really like the ginger one. And I really like this one too. They're probably my two top.
They're nice actually. They're really good biscuits. God knows how much they cost, but they are.
The only disappointing one was the chocolate one.
I wasn't disappointed in it. There was too much chocolate for me.
No. Also, I'm very fussy when it comes to chocolate as well.
Are you?
Don't even, because you're the one that's very fussy. Oh yeah. What cuisine do you like? Pizza. It's not cuisine.
So it was my fault. I introduced Kelly to such luxury chocolate at New House, and now she can't have anything else but New House. This is what happens when I introduce you to fine.
No, of course not. The thing is, although you did introduce me to Fortnum and Mason.
Yes.
But the thing about Fortnum and Mason, it can sometimes be a hit and miss with regards to their chocolate. I don't rate their chocolate.
No, you bought some and you didn't like it at all.
Well, no. If you want good chocolate, don't buy it from Fortnum and Mason. You'll only be disappointed.
Oh, Keegan's got to go. He's got to check on his reindeer. Love to chat to you, Keegan. Take care. Speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon. Bye, Keegan. And I think, so there are a few choice things that I like from Fortnum and Mason. But we haven't.
No, we haven't. I'm brushing off your
No,
hands.
you're going to grab my last bit of my biscuit, and I already told you I don't want to share it.
Have another one. Sam said, for an Alice in Wonderland cheesecake, they would be perfect. These are for the Cornish fairies. With clotted cream added to the cheese, the ginger could represent the Hatter's hair. Oh, very clever. You two have definitely got together and do this Mad Hatter's afternoon tea party.
See.
Or afternoon tea, I should say.
I was thinking strawberries or maybe rose petals, as in the flavour of lychee, the rose, to represent the roses.
I did check Sainsbury's.
Off with his head.
I did check Sainsbury's. They don't sell canned lychees. I even went into... they do lychee juice and lychee drink, but they don't do tin lychees, which is a bit weird.
Yeah.
That would be a brilliant idea. So as you guys know, we're really into our afternoon tea as well. So we were looking at doing a themed afternoon tea. So Kelly and Sam came up with the idea that they would have a really good concept for afternoon tea. So that was already, they're coming up with ideas. Richard, hello.
Hey, Richard.
Happy New Year. It's because F&M chocolate is from a very extremely bitter pod. Fortnum and Mason. Is that right?
I don't know, but I don't rate their chocolate.
Have you tried their chocolate, Richard? Because like I said, we've only ever tried it the once when we went in there and you bought them. You didn't like them at all. But I gotta say, we bought the Christmas bauble and that has 4 chocolates in it, and I really like those. But again, you didn't like them. Chocolate
in baubles. There's not one that I found that I like. Somebody got us Selfridges ones the other day. Well, I say the other day before Christmas, and I didn't rate those. But I do really rate. So they have like a music box at Selfridges, and they do like these sort of like malted gingerbread men biscuits. So good. The best gingerbread biscuits I've ever tasted.
Where?
Selfridges.
Okay.
Really good. Really, really good. But yeah, that we also got a bauble with chocolate in it, and I didn't rate it.
Oh yeah. They did. I wanted to get their Christmas bauble, but never got around to doing it.
Yeah, that like I feel like I'm very particular. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good Cadbury. I love the Cadbury creations. Love it. Or I like Quality Street, as you know. I like Roses, although I feel like Quality Street might be topping it more than Roses. I won't lie to you. I'm really like Roses have gotten rid of a load of good ones that they used to have and replaced them with not so good ones. But anyway, I really like Quality Street. So they don't have to be. I don't have to have mega. I don't have to have New House every day and all of that type of stuff. Or Leonidas. But I am quite particular when it comes to chocolate, and I find that I haven't found a good department store who do their own chocolate, any good chocolates. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So throwing it out to you guys, do you know a department store that does very good chocolate? So when we say a department store, one that does their own, so not that sells roses or Cadbury's or stuff,
or New House or whatever. The house chocolate, like a house wine, the house chocolate.
Any recommendations?
Yeah.
Do let us know. Do you know a store that does decent chocolate, that does their own version of chocolate that you think is really, really good? Please let us know. We can then try and get hold of it and then try it on the live.
And what I mean by department store, I mean like something like, I don't know, Selfridges, John Lewis, Fortnum and Mason. We're running out of department stores these days. They're closing all over the place.
House of Fraser, Debenhams, all of those
House
stuff.
of Fraser's closed.
Well, anyone like that, any department store, let us know, please do, and then we will try it. Because
my poor department stores.
I like Fortnum and Mason's chocolate bars as they are very bitter, said Richard. But their luxury range is from a different pod. Problem is with Fortnum and Mason's, they use different pods for different countries, but they're quite expensive pods. Well, that makes sense actually, because
I don't know because I bought a range of chocolates. So like New House, I will buy a range. And so I picked different ones. And I didn't really, I've got to be honest, like, because I like a Gianduja. So I picked a Gianduja. I picked a caramel one. I picked a couple of others. I can't remember which ones that I picked. A truffle one and all of that kind of stuff. So it was multiple different ones. And I love a good caramel. Oh, if I find a chocolate with a good caramel, I'm having it. And I don't mean Cadbury's caramel. That I don't like. But I mean a proper luxury chocolate with a caramel in. Oh, yeah. And I don't mean salty caramel. That's not real caramel. And I don't mean dark chocolate. That's not, no. I'm talking about a real nice milk chocolate with a lovely luxury velvety caramel inside it. Oh, yes. That is right up my street. Or, you know, I like a little truffle. But no, Fortnum and Mason, I've got to say, I've been disappointed.
But you see, Richard, maybe it's the bitterness as well, because Richard said it's quite bitter. I like bitter things, but you don't.
I bought milk chocolates, not dark chocolate.
Sam said, Cadbury's caramel are ew. So two of you don't like it.
I don't like Cadbury's caramel. I don't know where they've gone wrong with the caramel and with the chocolate.
So Richard said, so Kelly, you're mixing up the different chocolate pods from different countries.
Yeah.
If you mix the different ones, it messes with your palate.
Yeah, but you don't eat them all in one go. You have one and you enjoy that. Sorry, go on.
No, so I was going to say, is Richard saying because of the chocolate itself has got different pods, that itself messes up?
No, what he's saying is, so when they make a batch of caramel chocolate, that's from one pod. And then when they make a batch of Gianduja, that will be from one pod.
Rather than
when they make a batch of whatever. And so what Richard is saying is that I'm trying different ones. But no, I'm very much unless if it's like something like roses or whatever. But even then, if I have the mind, I want to eat the toffees, then I'll eat the toffees. And then maybe later on, I might have the chocolate. So I don't eat different chocolates, or because you can't enjoy the flavor of the chocolate if you have different ones. So I'm very much so if Mark buys me New House, I will say get the majority of them as the triangle.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I will do, and then that's the chocolate I will stick to, and then maybe a few hours down the line, or maybe the next day, I might want a Pierre or a Diamant. And then that's what I have. But I don't eat different chocolates. I'm an experienced, I'm experienced.
Chocolatier, connoisseur.
Eating my luxury chocolates. But you can't, because they're such high concentrated butter or high concentrated cocoa, or it's very concentrated. You can't do that. You can't just it's not a box of milk tray. Like you're eating all day. It's not a box of milk tray. No, you need to,
Sam said, Zachary will ask for dairy milk. He says it perfectly. Can I have dairy milk, please?
Oh,
bless him.
He knows his favourite chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. Sam said a really good red wine makes a good chocolate even better.
Oh, do you know what? And I feel like I feel people who drink like certain wines are very sophisticated, and I don't unfortunately possess the wine sophistication palette. Evelyn does. Like Evelyn, there'll be a really nice Merlot or whatever that she likes. She can't unfortunately now she can't drink a lot of, she can't drink any red wines anymore. But I think that you're right. I think paired with the correct wine, it would probably intensify the flavor. But red wine doesn't agree with me. I can eat things that have been cooked in white wine. Anything that's been cooked in red wine, I can't eat. It just doesn't agree. Mum's going, yeah, if it was a Chateau Pape de Neuf, regardless of whether it was a Cabernet Sauvignon, Chateau Pape de Neuf, or whatever, it doesn't agree with me regardless.
Where are we? So actually, I actually prefer the the chocolate with coffee.
Yeah,
that is my favorite pairing.
Yeah,
adding coffee to chocolate really does intensify it for me. I really do like it. Handmade fudge can be so good. So we got some when we went to Salisbury.
Yes, we did.
That was really good.
It was good, but again, do you know what? I do like fudge, but I'm not a lover. I feel like it's the poor cousin to caramel.
Oh no,
or the poor cousin to toffee.
No.
With fudge, it's okay. I like it and I'll buy it, but it's the poor cousin to caramel and toffee. I'm sorry to say.
Richard said, I asked Fortnum and Mason. He was very interested. But yes, they have a very, very bitter pod. Oh, so you actually asked somebody there and they told you that. Okay, that's interesting, actually. That is interesting. Zoe, hello. Happy New Year.
Hey, Zoe. Happy New Year.
Zoe said, hi, guys. Happy New Year. Sorry, but I like Swiss chocolate like Lidl, especially with nuts. So do you like the Toblerone? When you say the Swiss chocolate, are you talking about like the Toblerone bars? Is that your favorite?
Milka, I think, is Swiss as well.
Yeah, Milka Swiss. Is that what you would go for, or are you talking about Lidl's own brand? Is that something that you like?
Again, I feel like I do like Toblerone. I tell you, when I was younger, Toblerone was my chocolate. I would eat Toblerone all the time. And then when I went to the airport, I get the big, you know, like when Joey on Friends, and she's got and Emma, or Emily has got the big Toblerone. Like, yeah, that's how I was. And I was thinking, oh God, like imagine getting a giant one and being able to eat. Yeah, but I think I rinsed it out so much that I don't enjoy Toblerone as much anymore.
Richard said, can Cadbury use a cheaper pods? And it's greater to make on the vast. More expensive pods are bitter.
Yeah.
Well, that's so when you say more bitter, I suppose you're talking about the higher cocoa concentration.
Yeah, it will be higher cocoa content, but also you will have other concentrated ingredients as well.
Sam, I'm sipping my last bottle of Casillero Diablo red wine when it's nice. Oh dear, that's your last bottle, but you'll have to treat yourself to more in the new year. And are you having it with wine or you're having it with cheese?
Casillero Diablo is the wine.
No. I'm having it. Sorry, are you having it with chocolate? I meant sorry, or you're having it with cheese? That's what I meant to say. Fortnum and Mason overpower their chocolate bars. I've not tried their chocolate bars actually. I've only tried the individual chocolates.
Yeah, and I'm not a lover of Godiva at all, but they do an actual. I was about to say Cadbury. They do a caramel chocolate bar. That caramel chocolate bar is really nice. And you know where I tried it? So I was in New York with a friend. And we walked into Century 21, which is like a designer version of Primark. It's like an upscale TK Maxx, right? But more upscale. And it's like a jumble. So the amount of people in there, like, them places make me. I can't go into Primark. I can't go in these places because it's like a jumble sale, and everybody's throwing things on it. No, that's not my idea of shopping. No.
Do you feel the same about TK Maxx?
I do a little bit. I like the homeware section in TK Maxx, but I feel like just like be civilized when you're going into these places, like and treating it like a jumble sale.
There's a woman I used to work with. She used to say, "I can't stand TK Maxx. It's just rows and rows and rows of clothes. I can't be doing it."
Yeah, I don't mind it. If I had to choose between TK Maxx and Primark, I'd go to TK Maxx. I really like some of the stuff that Primark are bringing out, but Primark to me, do you know what Primark is like to me? IKEA. I go in there and it gives me a headache, and I'm just like, oh no, I can't.
Wouldn't know, because every time I want to go to IKEA, we don't end up going.
You can go to IKEA anytime you want to, but all I'm saying is don't drag me in there, because I get a headache when I go in there. I've only ever been in there twice, and both times I've had a headache. I'm walking around and I can't see. Like what is for sale, and everybody says everything is for sale. No, I know I can't see what's for sale in IKEA. I walk in, I don't know what's for sale.
Well, you think it's too much like a showroom?
Yeah, but the whole thing is like a showroom, which is fine. I can't see no prices on anything. I don't know. But mind you, the last time that I went was a good few years ago now, because I went one time, I got a headache, and I went another time, and I couldn't. I don't even think I could find properly my way out. In the end, I just had to wait outside. I went and sat in the car because it was just, I was just like, and we went at night when there was nobody there. And I was just like, no, this is too much for me. I can't see. Like, what's for sale? Everything is for sale. The carpet's for sale. I know, but I can't see what's for sale. No, I just left. I was like,
oh, Princess Kelly.
Yeah, it was too much.
Sam said Castello de Diablo means the devil's cellar.
Yeah.
Is it nice and
that's exactly it. I remember the advert because it's got that. What's that guy? The guy who's in All of Us, Pedro.
Oh, Pascal.
Pascal, yeah.
Richard said, I have to admit, I've tried many chocolate companies, but I favour Mars and Nestle. Okay, reading about M&M's, found out that they're Hershey's and Mars founded two chocolate companies. So the two of them collaborated to make M&M's. Is that right? I didn't know that.
Do you know what? If you now, I may offend some people from the States. I don't mean to.
Sorry.
And I apologise in advance. But
I get sucked into this now.
I don't like Hershey's. I don't like Hershey's.
Well, to be fair,
from the moment I tried them in '97, and I was like, don't get me wrong, right? I love going to the States. Specifically, I love going to Florida. Don't get me wrong, I love New York. I love Vegas. But I adore Florida.
They might not let you back in, though.
Yeah, they might not let me back in. I adore Florida. But I wanted, like, when I went, I wanted to try everything that I'd seen on the TV. Everything that I'd seen on the TV. So I wanted to try chocolate. I wanted to try Twinkies. I wanted to try corn dogs. Everything that I've seen. And I was brought up on American movies. I was brought up on American TV shows. Loved it all. And I thought, oh my God, we're here. I was excited. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't like any of what I mentioned. And I remember another time going with my brother. So this must have been 98 or 99. And I went with my bag and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I tipped my bag out. So we'd been there a few days. I think we'd been there 5 days. I tipped my bag out on the bed, and a Twix fell out. And my brother was like, oh my God, because he didn't realize how much and he was in secondary school at the time. And we both didn't realize how much we missed British chocolate. And so we were sitting there eating this. But when we go to Epcot, we went to the UK pavilion, and I went to buy a Curly Whirly. And Curly Whirly was really expensive, and so were cheese and onion crisps, because in the States they have their version, which is Lay's, but they don't have the flavors that we have here. But I've often heard that the people in the States, they really do love the British chocolate. They really love M&S chocolate as well. I don't think M&S chocolate's okay. It's good.
What do you mean? You always got bars of it.
Bars of M&S.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mountain Bar, which is but that's not bars of it. There's one bar there.
That's like Zoe's Swiss chocolate. That's what she likes.
It's which is similar to Toblerone. Yeah, similar to Toblerone. But other than that, I don't get any of the other M&S chocolate.
Sam said the kids gave me a gorgeous Royal Ode bubble bath from TK Maxx and a pretty silver tea light holder. The bubble bath smell is amazing. Is it like Ode Woods? That's one of my favourite smells. Ode Wood. I love that smell. Tom Ford do a Ode Wood. It's one of my. It's actually, I've got to say, it's my favourite.
Oh, more than Penhaligon's. Oh, really?
I love odourwood.
I'm quite surprised.
I love odourwood. It's my favourite smell. Richard said, problem is UK hate Hershey's, has a sick smell.
That's right. And if you ever watch The Chase, it's a compound that is found in chocolate that is remnants of
vomit.
Yeah.
Really?
And it was on The Chase. It's fact. If it's
Is
on
that-
The Chase, it's fact.
Is it the same compound that's in Parmesan cheese? Because Parmesan cheese to me smells of vomit. It is a horrible smell.
No, it doesn't. I really don't like the taste of Parmesan cheese. But the smell of the Hershey's, there is a compound in it that does smell of vomit, which is unfortunate. But some people do really love Hershey's. But I think as well, if you've been brought up on it, you're not going to smell, or it'll be the same as if you drank tap water. So if anybody from the States came here and drank tap water, you'd be able to taste the chlorine in it. If I went to the States and drank tap water, it would be the same for me, and it'd be very strong. So it's what your taste buds are used to. And a lot of people love Hershey Kisses. But you know, I'll tell you what I do like though. Turtles. Love turtles.
What's
and
turtles?
Baby Ruths.
Oh yeah, Baby Ruths are nice.
Yeah,
they're a bit like a topic bar.
Yeah, I suppose they are. Yeah, I love Baby Ruths. Musketeers I could take or leave. Peppermint patties, again, I could take or leave. In fact, I'd probably leave peppermint patties because there's too much of the white minty. It's not great. Yeah, for me.
Richard said, so he said Hershey's has a sick smell, something about the chemical reaction, but
That's
USA
right.
people are used to it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I think you're right, Richard, because I spotted that with the Hershey's. I thought, this has got like a cheesy, vomity smell to it. And like you say, it's just we're not used to it. You can get Hershey bars here.
Yeah, you can, but I don't.
Okay, let me carry on.
That's a nut, sorry.
Dairy Milk USA made with Hershey's chocolate. Oh, okay, so Dairy Milk USA. But see, this is the thing as well. It's that what you're getting used to, okay? What you're used to, or that American chocolate thing as well. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of the US chocolate as well, myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real shame. There are chocolates that I do like, but Hershey's I know is the most well known, and it's the most well known that we know in the UK. Hence, I wanted to try when I was there. But there are other chocolates that I really like that are in the US. Baby Ruth, I'll always bring a Baby Ruth home. Turtles, I'll always bring turtles home. Do you know what I love? What's the biscuit, but it's in the shape of a nut? Nutter Butters. Nutter Butters.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And they do they're so cute. They do mini Nutter Butters as well, and they do mini Oreo cookies. I don't like Oreo cookies. My nephews, they love them. They love the Oreo cookies and blah blah blah.
So for anybody not familiar with it as well, Nutter Butters are actually, it's like Reese Pieces as well. It's that combination of peanut butter and chocolate, which is
no.
Well, Reese Pieces are.
Oh yeah, Reese Pieces are, but not Nutter Butters. Nutter Butters are in the shape of like a peanut, and it's sandwiched together with. It's not a peanut butter, but it's almost like the best way that I can describe them is almost like what you call it? What's the cream? Custard creams, but in a peanut style and a peanut. But
yeah.
the peanut butter is not strong. It's not like a strong peanut butter. It's more like on a sweeter scale. Not like a Reese's Pieces. The Reese's Pieces, I would say, was more like peanut butter.
Nutter Butters are a combo of peanuts and chocolate.
No.
Yes,
There's no chocolate in Nutter Butters.
All right. You'll have to. I'm sure it is.
Okay.
All right. So Sam said it's a butyric acid in US chocolate that's yucky.
Oh.
Some sensitive. So Sam explains it. Some sensitive tasters, or those used to European chocolate, could feel it reminiscent of vomit. Right.
Yeah.
So it's the acid part. So I suppose in vomit as well, you've got the acid parts in there. So Kelly's just looking at Nutter Butters. But that would make a lot of sense. Richard said, is it Meiji or Meji? How do you pronounce it? Meji?
That's Nutter Butters.
Okay. Yeah, peanut butter bites. Oh, there is peanut butter without the chocolate.
Yeah, that's what I said. But it's not, but it doesn't taste like peanut butter, if that makes sense, because peanut butter is quite strong and these are a little bit more subtle. They mix it with something. I don't know if it's maybe more cream in there or something like that. But I love the Nutter Butters. They do one with chocolate, but that's not the one I get. I always get the Nutter
Anyway,
Butters.
back to Richardson. Is it Meiji or Meiji? Or how do you pronounce Meji? Japanese chocolate is a fave. It's so hard to find the chocolate bars. I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. What's in it? Is it just the type of chocolate, or do they have like flavored chocolate? Sam said, I would love to try all these US snacks. They are good to try. Some
Definitely.
of them, some are hit and miss. So Musketeer is a bit like, how would you describe it?
Milky Way. Is it?
Yeah, a bit like a Milky Way.
Yeah, is that what's the one? Yeah, the Milky Way.
Yeah, Milky Way. It's a bit like a Milky Way. Is a US version of that. Richard said, what was biscuits you were eating? What biscuits were you eating on the live? So the biscuits we were eating, Richard, do check these out. So this is the Fortnum & Mason Christmas selection.
Richard told me he got an alcohol-free Christmas pudding in Selfridges. I said, "Oh, you'd be up for that."
I would be up for that. They do a vegan one as well, I noticed, but that was in M&S.
Oh.
I wanted to get one, but I didn't get around to getting it. Richard said, "Oh yeah, that was what we were eating." Sam said, "What snack were they searching for in Zombieland?" So if anybody's seen Zombieland, it's one of my favorite comedy horror films. What snack were they searching for in Zombieland? Or I'll give you a clue. It's actually Tallahassee, which is Woody Harrelson's character. What was he searching for?
Skills?
No, I'll give you another clue. So there was a truck full of them, and he was gutted because it all crashed and it destroyed all of them.
I was not watching it too deeply.
Shall I give her another clue, Sam?
Or you could just tell me.
So it's a short little sponge cake. Twinkie.
And they are horrible.
Sam, they are revolting. I really wanted a Twinkie because I've seen it in Ghostbusters.
Seen it in everything.
It's in Zombieland. It's in quite a few where everyone goes, "Oh, Twinkie!" Americans go mad for Twinkie. They are revolting. The sponge is actually quite nice, but the thing in it is a really artificial cream.
It's so synthetic.
It is. I agree.
For me, the whole thing, the cake, the cream, everything is so synthetic. But like, I liked the idea of a corn dog, and I was just like, "Oh, I've got to try this corn dog." It was like a deep fried spam. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind spam. I prefer corned beef.
Spam, beautiful spam.
I prefer corned beef rather than spam. To be fair, I always whenever we opened our, when you get a school back on your trip and you'd open your roll and you'd be like, "Oh, it's spam," because I preferred corned beef. But that's what it was like. It was like deep fried spam with like really oily batter around it. It was horrible. And
this isn't the Twinkie, by the way.
The closest thing that I could say to it would be a battered sausage.
No, let's go back to
Twinkie.
Not Twinkie. Sorry, Twinkie's not reminiscent. So a Twinkie bar is like I say, it's a sponge. I think like a sponge cake, but not as nice as a vanilla sponge. But the cream, there's a cream inside it, but it is very synthetic. It's an artificial cream. And when I tried it, I thought, I don't know why Americans rave over this, because it's not pleasant. It really isn't that nice.
But we said that. I thought you were talking about before that.
No, so the corn dog bit, you'll get much better corn dogs. Sorry, US. But if you go to Korean corn dogs. Richard, you can back us up on this. Korean corn dogs are fantastic.
I don't know. Richard, have you had a Korean corn dog?
I'm sure he has.
But I love the potato and the mozzarella one. So good. So good.
Richard said the Christmas pudding I got went to $2.99, was the non-alcoholic one, was originally $12.99. Oh, that's cheap. Where did you get that from, Richard? Would you mind letting me know?
Selfridges.
Oh, Selfridges. Right, I'll have to get down there. If we can get down there one weekend before it goes, it's probably all gone.
No,
now.
it's probably all gone now. Yeah.
Sam said spam must be fried.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like as a child I was scarred with spam, but I am more of a corned beef person. But I mean, me and my brother were having a bit of a chat, like if if you had to cook on a budget or whatever, like say you don't have any money, you want to cook on a budget, blah blah blah. And so we were talking about rice and all of this. I was going, yeah, but I'd get corned beef. You go, you got expensive taste. You ain't got no money to buy corned beef. You ain't got no money for corned beef. But like corned beef now is quite expensive.
Yeah, it is. It is now.
Like,
I don't eat it, but yeah.
Since when? I remember. So I'd left school for many years, and I was temping at one of the councils, and there was a lady. This is how long ago it was. There was a lady, and she would ring the bell. So she would come round twice a day. She would come round mid-morning, so about 11 o'clock.
Richard's got to go.
Oh.
And he's not had a Korean corn dog. Right, Richard, we will treat you to a Korean corn dog. Or I will treat you to a Korean corn dog next time we meet, because I think you need to try one. Have a good time. Take care. We'll catch you soon.
Take care, Richard. Bye. So she would come round about 11, ring the bell, and then to alert people that her cart was outside, and we'd go and you'd get whatever. And I remember one day seeing corned beef sandwiches on her thing, and I just thought, and I must have gone home and I thought, do you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to get a corned beef sandwich. She'd come twice a day. She'd come normally like 11 and 3. So in between, before you're going home kind of thing, that mid-afternoon and that mid-morning. And I remember the next day, and I got corned beef sandwiches, and I had that for lunch. And I just thought, oh my God, this is so good. But it's not one of those things that you would. For me, it's a bit like rice pudding. It's not something that but maybe in 10 years' time, I'll say, do you know what? I fancy a little bit of rice pudding with jam. I think that's going to taste amazing, and brings back the memory of school.
There you are. So spam must be fried, says Sam. But my mum, she said, would make paella with fried spam. It was tasty. Oh, really? That reminds me like Sheldon when his mum used to make him chopped up bits of hot dog in the spaghetti.
Hot dog,
was it good? I would never have thought to do that. That's interesting. So paella with paella with spam. I'm assuming it's tiny little chopped up pieces of spam in it, so you could sort of infuse it in the rice.
Years ago, when I was growing up, obviously, but I didn't. We didn't have much money and stuff like that, and I remember my mum. She goes, "Oh, do you want some spaghetti bolognese?" And spaghetti. She was from another country. She doesn't know. And she goes, "Oh, do you want some spaghetti bolognese?" And it used to be Heinz tinned spaghetti bolognese.
Oh.
And that's what I had, and I enjoyed things like that. I enjoyed spaghetti hoops. I enjoyed spaghetti bolognese in a tin from Heinz and all of that. But it's things like that you remember, like when you were a kid. These were the things that you had.
Sam said corned beef and spam are very expensive now, but definitely with the cost of living crisis, those prices have gone up. That is for sure.
In my granddad's cupboard, it doesn't matter how old I ever got, there was always a tin of mackerel, a tin of spam, and a tin of corned beef in the cupboard without fail. Mackerel, spam, and corned beef tin, they'd be there.
That's good though. It's a staple just in case you run out of food.
And sardines. Yeah, sardines.
Oh, I love sardines.
Sardines,
tin sardines. I like a tin mackerel is amazing as well.
Yeah, you had all those sorts of things in the cupboard. Yeah, but they're quite war type.
Yeah.
Staple foods.
Yeah,
and that's what he would have in his cupboard. He'd have tins of like sardines. He'd have sardines on toast or something. Do you know? It just reminds me very much of that time and what he would eat. But if he was feeling specifically fancy and people were going to come round, he'd chop up saucisson. So a good deal of my family live in France, and he would get saucisson sec or saucisson, and then he would cut them up, and he would do a little Ritz biscuit and little cheese, either little French cubed cheeses, or he would just have like cheddar cheese, and he'd cut them in squares and he'd put them, and that was a snack, and all the kids would come round, and that's what we would have as a snack.
Sam said, I like a tin sardine sandwich. I've never tried that. Do you know what? That combo, I didn't think it would be nice with bread. I'd always have it with toast for sure, but I never had it with, I say raw bread, but just bread on its own. Bread. I'd never had it with bread. Is it nice? I'm always worried that because because it's obviously in like either a
The
sauce or
oil.
the oil that would just make the bread all soggy. Would it not do that? That's why I would have it with.
But what you would do, you'd pick it up and you'd shake it a bit. So while it would still contain oil, it wouldn't. It's not like you're drizzling the oil, but it would be like when you have oil and vinegar.
Yeah, true. But
When you dip it.
But that's different because you dip it. This is a sandwich. So the idea is that it's got to contain it.
Yeah.
Does that work? Or do you prefer it on toast? Just interesting. And have you had cod roe? That's something I used to have as a kid. I helped my neighbour clean his home once, and under his sink in the kitchen was a World War II tinned whole chicken. No! What, from the 1940s? Late 1930s, early 1940s. Wow. A tinned whole chicken. And it'd been there that long. And do you know what? It was probably okay to eat.
Probably it was okay to eat. Exactly. Because... But it's only now when you realise these things. Like in my grandparents' house, there'd always be a bottle of Lucozade, right? And back in the day, Lucozade would come wrapped in cellophane. It would be an amber type looking cellophane, and it would be in a glass bottle with a gold lid, and it would be tied. And there would always be. So these were the staples in my grandparents' house, and it only comes back to me now as I'm thinking about it. A staple was Lucozade, so there'd be Lucozade. You'd have mackerel, sardines, spam, and corned beef. Again, staple. There would always be rice because we're from Mauritius, and so but it wouldn't be like a little bag of Tilda that I have. It's a big bag, a sack of rice that would be kept in the cupboard, and you would go and get a cup of rice. And then they would cook, or however many cups. They'd wash. Obviously, you have to wash rice first because it's all got the dirt and the dust, and you have to wait till the water runs. Anyway, so it's a whole process. So yeah, and there'll be lentils in the cupboard. And then when my gran put them in, I'd have to pick out all the black bits of the lentils. So that would be my job. I would sit there and pick out all the black bits of the lentils, and I'd have to do that. And then. So there would be lentils, there'd be rice, Lucozade, and then there would also be in the cupboard, and it wasn't a favorite of mine, but there was this chocolate called Treats, which is very similar to peanut M&Ms, but just they were all brown. And so like with peanut M&Ms, you get different colors, and one of them is brown. But no, these were called Treats, and they were in like a bag like this. And a packet like this, and they will always be in my granddad's drawer, always. So in the kitchen drawer. Sometimes you might find other treats. If you wanted treats, that is always the drawer that you would go to. So he would have, like, I don't know, Kit Kats in there or whatever. But you can guarantee that was always treats in like the pack that was actually called Treats, which were like peanuts covered in chocolate.
Sam said, my neighbour was called Harry. He helped liberate Belsen. We had amazing chats. Oh, do you know what? That would be so interesting. Near my parents' place was a guy who was actually he was in the British Army in the Second World War in Burma, and he was actually captured by the Japanese.
Oh, wow.
But I was so young, I didn't really understand at the time.
Yeah.
I thought if he was around now, I'd have such interesting chats with him and just get all the information out, because I obviously understand it a lot more.
Yeah.
But back then, I was only a kid. I was very young as well. I wouldn't have understood it at all.
Yeah, or known what he was talking about.
No, exactly. But it's amazing, absolutely amazing. I bet he was so interesting. The stuff he would have told you. I can imagine that as well. That is really fascinating. Yeah. So, Sam said, I use sardines in tomato sauce on my sandwiches. Now, I have used fish in tomato sauce. When you add that to rice, it makes a really nice fishy rice.
Yeah, when you're making kedgeree.
Yeah, that's my version of kedgeree. I use I boil the rice, and then I add in the fish with the tomato sauce, and that really makes a delicious tasting rice. Give it a try. It's amazing. I always colour the rice with turmeric to make it yellow.
Yeah, or what's the other one? Yeah, turmeric. Sorry, I was thinking of saffron.
No.
But you would use turmeric, and then you would do your boiled eggs.
Yeah, and adding boiled eggs as well. It's not the proper, because you're supposed to use haddock really if you're using kedgeree. But yeah, I love kedgeree. I made it for ages. My uncle fought in World War II, and my grandpa in World War I. He's got medals. Oh wow!
Nice.
You got your have you actually still got the medals? I suppose they're still in your family, but that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Especially World War One, because World War One was brutal. Although more people were killed in World War Two, World War One in the trenches was absolutely brutal. So that's amazing that both your relatives have fought in the war, in the two world wars. But yeah, an entire chicken in a can. And I think you still can get that in the United States, you know.
Oh, I don't know.
I've
not had a look, so I don't know.
My mum would add boiled eggs to curry. Yeah, my mum did as well. There's apparently with kedgeree, that came from the British. So when the British were in India, they obviously various curries that were cooked, and they got the spices and they brought it home and told their chefs, British chefs, to replicate it because they'd never seen it before. So their first attempt was kedgeree. That was the British attempt to try and do a curry.
My mum will put potatoes in her curry.
Does she?
Yeah. That's normal in Mauritius to put potatoes in your curry.
Oh, really? I've never had it with potato.
Yeah.
What's the
It is delicious.
What is the is it paneer and no potato? The other thing, not. I'm thinking of this cauliflower, curry cauliflower. Is that what's that called? That's gonna get on my nerves now. I can't remember.
Aubergine.
No, the name of the dish.
Oh, I don't know what the cauliflower is. No.
Oh, Sam said I have pictures of his medals. His half brother was killed on the Somme. I have pictures of his grave too. Oh wow! So he actually fought in the Somme. He went over the top in the Somme.
Wow.
That is unbelievable. I've read so much on the First World War. I'm actually fascinated by it. So that was that's something. That is quite something. Well, actually, is military history. Does that sort of grow in your family? Sort of quite thing. Have you got? Because I've got a few relatives that were in fought in various different wars. But that is really impressive. That is really interesting. Yeah, so going back to what I was saying. No, what's it called? Is it there's a curry sort of cauliflower dish?
What, in Mauritius?
No, sorry.
Yeah. I'll go in the middle of a conversation and talk about a cauliflower dish when we were talking about a Mauritian. We were talking about Mauritian.
No, there's an Indian curry.
But you didn't state that.
With a that you have it with cauliflower. I forget the name of the dish, like a curry cauliflower dish. And I forgot the name of it.
I don't know.
That's gonna irritate me. Let me see if I can Google it.
No, I don't know too much about Indian dishes.
Paneer is the cheese.
Yeah, paneer is the cheese.
Paneer.
And sag-aloo.
Sag-aloo. There you go. There
is that cauliflower?
Is that cauliflower or is that spinach?
That's spinach, I think. Sag-aloo.
And potato. What was the cauliflower?
I don't know the cauliflower one. That one I don't know, but I was talking about a Mauritian curry and there's potatoes in it, and then you said what's the cauliflower one called? And I thought, well, I don't know of a Mauritian dish with cauliflower in it. But yeah, like that would be typical in a Mauritian dish. But in a lot of curry...
that's it, aloo gobi. Gobi. That was it. We got there. Aloo gobi, that was it. I couldn't remember the name of it. Sam said, my uncle started to write a book. We have so much info.
Wow.
My grandpa got a letter from the king. I have a picture of that too.
That's so nice.
King George, that would have been.
Wow,
that is absolutely amazing. That is so. You could probably, actual fact.
When you said the king, in my mind, Charles popped up.
No,
I was just like, oh,
King George. It would have been George V, I think. That's amazing.
That's amazing.
That is absolutely amazing. You should try and encourage him to finish it, because that would be really interesting to see. I'm sure you do actually really, really well with that. Just have a soldier's memoirs.
That'd be amazing.
Wow, that's actually blown me away. That's so interesting. This is the one thing I love about doing the lives is that people do share their stories and they sort of share their interests as well. It's so fascinating to hear these things as well. So, guys, we want us to always say a big thank you for all the things that you share. Yeah, because it really is fascinating.
It brings the conversation alive as well.
Yeah,
because like we chat. I like that we chat about so many different things and it's fast and. You know, we might start a conversation, but it leads on to so many different things. And it grows organically, and I love it.
My grandparents spent a lot of time in Nigeria teaching mining. Oh wow! You are such an interesting history.
Wow.
It's so fascinating. Sarah said, "Happy New Year, guys." Oh, Sarah, how are you?
Hi, Sarah.
Hope you had a great Xmas. We did. How are you?
We did. How are you? And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you.
Too.
So we were just having a little chat about chocolate, as we like to do. We did a little sample of the Fortnum & Mason biscuits. We would recommend. Thank you for the person who gave them to me as well. I have no idea how much they cost, but I imagine they were quite expensive. So a big appreciation.
These two are my favourite. The first,
the Nutcracker and the Pecan Ginger.
Yeah.
There we go. And also as well, the last thing we were talking about chocolate. One of Kelly's recommendations, which I bought for Kelly today, is this is the new. We have tried this on the live before. Chocolate mint. This is the Terry's. Not chocolate orange, but the Terry's mint orange. So it's a similar sort of thing in a. It's funny how they've done it like that in the orange segments as well, because they can't get away from the orange bit, because that's what they're famous for.
Yeah, exactly. Terry's chocolate orange.
That's
but
the
yeah,
mint
that's the
orange
mint version.
A big.
It's not mint orange, like Mark said. It's not an orange segment that tastes of mint. It's the shape of the orange, and it's mint.
Sarah said, lovely. I gave up sugar for New Year because I was having way too much. So far, so good, but I'm not going to last.
Yeah, I feel like I would attempt it for what you call it, Easter. So if I had to give up something, I would attempt it for Easter. But I haven't given up something in many years. But I used to always give up meat. So that'll be, but now my members of my family have carried it on. So like my cousin will do that and my mum does that. There was one year I gave up meat and chocolate. I found that incredibly difficult. It was, but I found myself reaching for other things and more caramel type stuff. So it was incredibly difficult, but I will do it again, but I just don't know when that I would do it, to be honest.
Oh, by the way, how did the date go? You don't mind me asking. Did it go okay? Did everything go all right? You don't have to share here, but I was just going to say, we hope you could just do a thumbs up, thumbs down. But yeah, we hope it all went well for you as well. Now, it's very difficult to give up sugar.
Yeah.
Isn't it the Californian diet where that's what you're expected to do for the first 2 weeks? You give up sugar.
That's in keto, Atkins, and I don't know what other.
Something else. Yeah, you give up sugar. Very difficult because sugar is so highly addictive. Date went well. I've got a second one lined up. Hey!
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so nice.
Well done.
Oh,
you see, you're getting all that worried about. You will be absolutely fine. Most important thing is be yourself. They've got to like you for you, and clearly they did because you're a lovely person. So fantastic to hear.
Oh, bless you.
You look like you're going to fall asleep.
Do you know what? All of a sudden, my eyes are really tired, but I thought I was holding up quite well.
You were, but I can tell you're tired. Yeah. So, guys, I don't bore Kelly's for being a bit tired. So we will end the live chat there. But thank you guys so much for joining in today. We had such good fun talking to you, as we do. And we missed you. So we want to wish each and every one of you a very happy new year.
Yeah.
I know it's the second, but we did do other things. But lovely to speak to you, too as well.
You.
Take care. Thank you so much for sharing everything as well. We love sharing with you guys. So
I just wanted to sort of like quickly say what we want to do this year. We want to concentrate a lot more on the channel. We want to build our community. I really enjoy, I'm sure you do, the way that we're going at the moment. And we're going to try and come back with some more trips, tips and things, and sort of bring you on our journey, wherever it is that we go and what we do and stuff like that. And take things if we can, in a slightly different, like keeping with our premise, but there might be like a few little surprises here and there, hopefully this year.
There you go.
There you go. And I'm excited to start season 2 of our afternoon tea. We've already got one lined up, not for this Saturday, but for next Saturday. And I'm really excited about doing our restaurant season 2 as well. So yeah,
there we are. So without further ado, have a fantastic week, guys. Take care, look after yourselves, and remember, you're never too old to have fun. We will be back on Friday, 6:30 UK time, which we hope to see you then. Until then, take care and bye for now.
and don't forget to melt my cheese. Bye.
Bye.